Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. See, I told you. It would be fine. I had it right here. Hey everybody, I'm just showing my dog Wicket what this app is all about. It's an app that allows me to really search my files on one computer from any computer, including an iPhone. There's an app called Searchlight, which basically turns Spotlight in Mac OS X, and that's the desktop search tool that the operating system comes with. It basically turns Searchlight into an internet accessible, search platform, so to speak. Okay, Wicket, no, seriously, just pay attention, and I'm going to show you. See, there are all the results, right? I can search for everything everywhere, so I can set up certain folders that I want to search through, or certain file types. And then if I wanted to, like here, up here, Wicket, I'm serious, dude. These are all the documents, but I can press a different thumbnail button, so I can get thumbnail previews of all these documents. And then here's, look at, I got a PDF listing here. So these are all the PDFs that contain your name. Oh, and see, look at this. This is great. Look, it's images, so I can press the preview button and get a larger preview. Remember when I did that on the iPhone? I put glasses on you. I know, he's more... Look, he's more interested in the Optimus Maximus keyboard that I have in my tray than he is at what's on the screen. No, Wicket, just pay attention. Okay, so then, if I wanted to, I can get more information about the file. I could download that file, and that's important. Even though I know the files that I'm looking for right now are on this computer, I can browse the files on this computer in a web interface from this computer, that computer, or the iPhone. And that is the beauty of Searchlight. So, think about that. I'm on the other side of the house, or let's say I'm on the other side of the world, and I know I have this file on this computer. I can just type in the address, and since this software called Searchlight has a web interface for the iPhone, then I can browse all the files on this computer from here, no matter where I am. Oh, it's great. Yep, and I can even give it a Samba URL, an AFP URL if I wanted to. Wicket, are you that... Now he wants to play with this. See, you guys have got to understand, if you go to gravityapps.com, and if the name isn't familiar, gravityapps.com, it's because they make the software called Sofa Control, and that basically turns your Apple remote control into like something far more powerful than you could ever expect it to be, including being able to control presentations with this thing. Well, go ahead. I don't know what you're going to do with it. You don't even have thumbs. So there's a couple of licenses that you can get for the Searchlight application if you want to have more than two devices connected to, or two computers connected to a search at one given time. You're going to have to go for, I guess, a premium license of sorts. What do they call it here? Give me a second. They call that the Searchlight Pro. The regular old Searchlight costs $99, and I know you're thinking, $99? But think about that. You're going to be able to access your files on these computers with iPhone integration, Bonjour support from any computer that has a web browser, anything. Doesn't matter how simple the operating system is. If it has a web browser, it can browse the files that are being accessed through Searchlight. That's pretty powerful. Too much money. I think you're crazy, because apparently you're fine with running across the house or having to drive across town just to access a file. Now think about that. Think about that. How many times have you been in that situation? Would you not want to... No, let's see here. The price of gas, you're across town, you forget a file, you know you have an iPhone, and it's a PDF, and no one's going to be able to access it, and you need to drive across town. Well, that would be it would be a $50 drive, depending on which town you were in, if it was a big town. Even a small town, I mean, gas prices is what they are. Trust me, it's going to save you time, it's going to save you money, and more than anything, save you the frustration that you would have just to know that the file's there, and you know it's there, but you're not in front of the computer at the time. What more do you want? Wicket, what more do you want? Okay, thumbs. But beyond thumbs, there's not much more an app can give you. So thanks to gravityapps.com for sending me a reviewer copy of that. I do appreciate it, and I really appreciate being able to access all the files from my iPhone. That is kind of cool. In fact, on the iPhone interface is almost more fun than the desktop browser interface. It's because it's fully optimized for the iPhone, and being able to look at all the PDFs and photos and documents and spreadsheets right here on my iPhone, man, that is priceless in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. It's a beautiful thing. So, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. Maybe you happen to be a shareware developer, software developer, doesn't really matter. Maybe you're on an open source project. Whether you're developing something for Mac, Linux, Windows, love to take a look at it, possibly share it with the rest of the community. We've got this chat room going on. We've got community forums that are all over the place. Well, but they're in one place. That's at geeks.pirillo.com. We've also got this chat room, as I said, with this live video feed. People see me playing with software and getting excited all the time. Sometimes they even see my dog Wicket and my other dog Pixie. They come in and out. Wicket is more of a Linux dog, and she just doesn't care about technology all that much. But she does have a fan club on the community site, apparently. So, any old way, you can find us streaming live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the chat room, too, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.